Hello again. I trust you're learning many great things from your coach. In fact, they just shared a quote with you from F.M. Alexander. People do not decide their future, they decide their habits. And their habits decide their future. Yet let's have a very honest moment in this room right now. See, consciously, we set goals. Consciously, we build business plans, yet where do most people form habits? Is it consciously or subconsciously? Well, it's usually the latter, meaning something happens, we have a certain reaction to that something, and we get a certain result. And yet by the time we're 20 years old, our mind has had so many exposures, we're on autopilot. So the next time that something happens, we've got to think through and come up with a different reaction. See, in order to get to better game, we must get to different. Albert Einstein said that doing the same thing over and over, expecting a different result, well, it's the definition of insanity. And we're not insane. I want to share with you probably the greatest aha I've ever had in my entire life. Now, I was fortunate to get this aha at a very early age, at age 17. Now, my wife and I are high school sweethearts. We've been married for 25 years, and we were 17 years old at the time. Now, we decided to go see a movie. We invited her older sister to join us, and her sister's new boyfriend. I hadn't met this guy yet. Yet I agreed to drive, so I pulled up to the house to pick them up. And this guy comes out of the house, and I got to tell you, this dude was built. I mean, he had muscles on muscles, right? Biceps the size of my thigh. Now, I'm 17 years old, and I want to look like this guy. So I got to know him a little bit. His name was Paul. I said, "Hey, Paul, how often do you go to the gym?" He said, "Well, every day." I said, "Seriously, every day? Wow." I said, "How long do you work out for?" He said, "Well, depends on the day. You get at least 2 hours every day." My jaw hit the floor. I thought, how on earth does somebody find the discipline, the willpower to do that? I was personally having a hard time getting there once, twice a week, let alone every day for 2 hours. So I asked him, "Paul, how do you do that?" And he looked at me like I was crazy. And gang, this was the aha. He said, "Sean, it's just something I do." Do you get the point? Meaning, this is who Paul is, this is what Paul does, and guess what? Paul gets to look the way Paul looks. So how about you? How about each and every one of you? What is that activity that if you just brought that activity to the point of automaticity, that your business and your career's trajectory would increase exponentially? Your coach is going to work with you to help identify the habits that will produce extraordinary success for you during your SOAR experience. Now, I'm Sean Kokoska. I'm ready to soar. How about you?